Hey, welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd. I am between I got up way too early and need a nap but I got so much to do, so I'm in here just trying to see what I can get done, right? But I had to say a few words to the people. What am I talking about today? I want to talk about MLMs, which is multi-level marketing companies. I want to talk about how the signature movement is continuing its tradition of offering lifestyle services and products by venturing into travel. I'm going to tell you about that. And then I'm going to talk about personality types and how to recognize them and how to use those in your business and I don't care what kind of business you're in. I think it's important to know these things. So let's get into it. Okay, first things first. I got some company. They keep distracting me. We're going to try to get past that. First things first. So, I've been looking at LinkedIn a lot lately for business advice and just, I go scrolling every single day. For those of you who don't know, who are new here, I scroll every single day for my inspiration, for my, injection of motivation or whatever I can find on these internet streets to help me do what I need to do that day and in my business in general, and just to try to make me a better, well-rounded person and business owner, right? So literally every single day I go out and I start with LinkedIn and I find out what's going on in the business world and listen to Damon John and how he helps business owners with a tip here and there. And then I go and look on social media, like, your Facebook and your Instagram and your this and that and the other. Threads is still pretty new, but I still go out there. I find nice new things on Threads because it doesn't feed you only what you follow, like Instagram. But I mean, they've been peppering in some other stuff on Instagram lately, but generally they give you what you follow. And you ain't never gonna get to the list if you follow enough people. But on Threads, they always give me something new. Like every single day, somebody I didn't follow, never knew about, but hey, that's interesting to me. So each one offers me something different, right? So I go out on my social media streets and I find what I need to find, and then I get to work. All right, so this particular day, I went out on LinkedIn and I was applying for some jobs. It's hard out here applying for jobs because, if you know how to read between the lines, you already know when they try and set you up to take the fall for some stuff when it go wrong on these 1,000 projects they want to assign you, and they don't ever pay enough money for me to do that. So, but that's neither here nor there. So anyway, I was applying for this one particular job that I can remember in construction, and it fit me. It made sense for me, right? But right before that, rewind. So in the early mornings when I wake up, like today, and while I'm in between, I woke up like 6 something. Sometimes I just be up for no reason at 6 o'clock in the morning or 7 in the morning, and then I have my quiet time and my meditation time and my spiritual time, and I do my praying and all that stuff in the morning. So it kind of sets the tone for my day. And that particular day, I had just prayed for a lead on something that could take me and my business forward. Like I've been stuck in a mode where what do I do next for some time? Like what do I do next with me? What do I do next with the business? Okay, so I've been rolling around the idea of getting rid of the baking part. Signature Sweets ain't really pulling no weight. Maybe it's the marketing. I don't know, but people don't really want to pay a lot for the desserts because they can get a cheaper dessert right nearby somewhere, right? They don't understand the value in the desserts that I have because they've never tasted them, right? Again, with the marketing, and yeah, you don't know about me, so blah, blah, blah. All right, but that ain't what we came to talk about today. So anyway, I've been trying to figure out what to do with the business, and I had just prayed that day for some guidance on what to do next. Like, where do I put my foot next? Where do I put my hand next? What do I need to look at next? That kind of specific stuff, right? And not 5 minutes later, I saw this job, and then I applied for it, and right after that, I got an email from somebody saying, your resume is just what we want, blah, blah, blah. You'll be a perfect fit and this and that and the other. And I went and it gave me a Zoom link for like a introduction. It didn't call it an interview, it called it an introduction. Come to this Zoom at this day and this time, blah blah blah. Well, when I got on the Zoom, it turned out to be I'm gonna say a promotion for a travel agency not position. It wasn't even a job. That whoever sent me this message, it wasn't one of the jobs that I had applied for. But I listened and I stayed to the end of Zoom because what do I need to do next with this business seemed to be the question that went with that answer, right? Okay. Travel, lifestyle. The Signature Movement is a lifestyle brand. We specialize in customizing your surroundings and your activities and your menu and everything that you do around who you are and how you want to feel every single day. We start with your property, real estate, starting with where you live physically. We're going to help you find it, or we're going to help you build it, or we're going to help you customize it the way you want it to be where you need to be at peace and happiness and harmony and all the things, right? Right, but once you got yourself a nice, happy home situation established, you can fill it with all the things that you care about. But lifestyle is more than where you live and how you live in it. It's also about how you feel when you away from where you live, right? Travel. I've always had the idea in the back of my mind to incorporate travel in some way, but I don't travel enough to educate anybody on how to travel or, any of that. I wasn't in that yet. I was working on other things. The administration over here, for the whole business and personal is just busy, right? So I was always thinking, how do I get into the travel piece? And then along with that, I've been thinking like a lot of days I get up and I be like, girl, I wish I was on vacation right now. I've been envisioning how it would look, where I would go, and all those things, right? And then last week, my grandson comes in here and says, Ma, I never been on an airplane. What's that like? And I knew I had to get something going. Then the very next day, my son goes, I've never been to a beach. I'm embarrassed and ashamed, and I'm taken aback because I swear I thought I had taken him to one or somebody had. Like, oh my God, what have I been doing? Sweating, menopause, don't want to be in the beach because July is hell. I could take him in August. August ain't over yet. So I'm going to drive him up the road 30, 40 minutes away and let him see a beach. We're not going to be in the hot sun with everybody else like he think he want to do. He got asthma. He don't have no business out there in no hot sun nowhere. We spend a lot of days in July right here in this air-conditioned home. Yep. I'm mad about it a little bit because I know he feels like I've been keeping him away from something good, but ain't nothing good out in the sun in June and July. June is fickle, and July is just hell hot. But I can get him to a beach. So that was some things that all lined up and said, Floyd, you need to do something with travel right now. Okay. So what I did was I listened to that Zoom, and at the end I knew I had to become a travel agent because I'm over here facilitating this good thing and that good thing about how to help people with their lifestyle. Why not help them make travel arrangements and make them the best kinds? Like, I got a attention to detail and this whole mentality that wants things to be, I'm going to say all inclusive, but like I want not to miss anything, right? Like when I design your kitchen, I want to have all the bases covered and do things that you didn't know that you needed and make it work for you and the way that you cook and the way that you function. Like I swear, I hate refrigerators next to the double oven. Why do people keep doing that? They don't cook. I decided that every designer who does that, the people in the house don't really cook. Because that 500-degree oven, if you ever broil anything in it, the heat's gonna escape out the front or the sides or something. It ain't gonna just be contained in that box. And when you open the door, all the heat come rushing out, right? Why would it be right next to the refrigerator? That's just my thing. But anyway, like stuff like that. I got this detail-oriented need to make sure all bases are covered. So I think I would be great with the travel agent situation. I want you to be happy at home, and I want you to feel at home when you're away. Does that make sense? Okay. So I'm gonna do a travel agent thing. That Zoom call sealed it for me. But the lady who recruited me, who I didn't know was recruiting me, she was never available. I'm like, okay, if I was on a Zoom that you told me to get on, you should have asked me if I had any questions after the Zoom was over. You should have asked me that same day, was I ready to sign up? And you should have asked me the next day, Did you sign up? You still got questions? Why not? What do we need to do? What do you need to know? What's the problem, right? I would have followed up. Me. I would have. And then on the third day, I would have been like, hey, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. If you're interested in this, that, and the other, we got a group over here. We got a Zoom over here. We got a this, that, and the other to help you get on your feet. Because I want you to know that you're going to be supported, right? But that's just me. This brings me to these personalities. I'm going to finish this up right quick. Okay, so I thought I was going to sign up with them, but then I started doing my research because research is what I do. And I started looking around for other host companies and like, what do I want in a host company? What's good about this one and that one and this and that one? And I found out that a lot of people hate on MLMs. Like literally every other video was like, I don't want to be with that host company because they're MLM. Okay, let's talk about MLMs. Okay, so multi-level marketing companies. I've been in a few. I've been in more than a few, to tell you the truth. All my adult life, since I was in my 20s, I've been in some kind of company or another. My very first MLM was Mary Kay. My very last MLM will be Mary Kay. Let me tell you why. First, let me talk about MLMs and why people, I think, don't like them. And this is how the personality things got mixed up in this whole conversation. So, people go to these companies and they feel like they're pressured to recruit other people into the company, and they don't want to do that. They just want to sell the product or, do the travel booking and this and that and the other. However, I am of the opinion that unless they're MLM that's putting quotas on me, like some companies say you got to have this many people by this date or we're going to kick you out or something like that. I'm exaggerating a little bit because I've never seen it, but it sounds something like if you don't do this in a certain amount of time, this much, then we don't have no use for you. And that's why people don't like MLMs. However, I am looking for a company that says you have the option, the ability, the prerogative to recruit other people into what you're doing. Because if you love it that much, why would you not share it with somebody? And then for doing that, we will thank you by offering you an additional commission. That's how I see MLMs. I don't hate them. I live by them. Mary Kay has taught me so much in this life, let me tell you. And MLM taught me the personality traits that look for when you're trying to recruit somebody, when you're trying to sell to them. Mary Kay marketing plan is unmatched. They used to teach it at Harvard. Y'all like Harvard, right? Mary Kay marketing plan was taught at Harvard. It was already the Mary Kay plan. It wasn't something Harvard came up with. Let's get that straight. Back to Mary Kay Cosmetics. It's named after its founder, Mary Kay. So we already know the goal is it's a family company. They try to get you to sell their products. I'm not offended by that. Mary Kay told me in the very first weeks of Mary Kay Cosmetics, my consultancy there, that it is just as honorable to sell as it is to buy. If you go to the store to buy something, then honestly, you want somebody there to sell it to you, right? So you ain't offended by the practice or the public policies attached to selling something, right? You go to buy stuff all the time. Why are you mad at people for trying to sell it? Why are you mad at people for trying to sell something else? Why are you mad at people for trying to sell an opportunity to earn extra money for bringing other people to sell other things? Stop. I need y'all to wrap your minds around how the MLM can be beneficial. Okay, so personalities. Let's talk about this. I used to teach this when I was a team leader in Mary Kay. I'm not in Mary Kay today, but it ain't because I don't like Mary Kay no more. It's because I had other priorities and I can't do everything I ever want to do. Even though I feel like I can some days, I really can't. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough energy, and life be lifing. So yeah, I buy my products from, my sister consultants who I'm still friends with to this day from Mary Kay. Lots of sisters. I guess it's like a sorority would be. You go all over the country, all over the world, wherever you go, you see somebody who's your sister in, your Greek letters. I can do that in Mary Kay too. I got a sisterhood. Yep. So anyway, I go to one of my sisters and I buy whatever I need for my skincare routine because I still do my skincare routine even though I don't beat my face all the time. Speaking of beating your face, how y'all gonna be mad at Mary Kay or anybody else out here selling cosmetics in an MLM when y'all always want your face beat? Tell me that. But let me tell you something else. Mary Kay told me when I was 16 years old and I had acne trying to take over my life. I bought Mary Kay, and it did wonders on my skin. Okay, I have combination oily skin. My oil was taking over. I had bumps just trying to take, residence in this. I got it now, but I think this is some some postmenopausal stuff. These hormones ruin every part of your body. But yeah, I got some stuff going on. However, when I was 16, it was just trying to be bad, right? And I went to a Mary Kay party, and I bought the skincare, and I swear that's all I've ever been using on my face since 1986. Won't touch nothing else. I hope they never stop making it, because I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm going to die, and I'm going to have black spots everywhere. I can't. So anyway, Mary Kay saved my life and my skin. But if you want to get your face beat, the first thing you need to do is get your foundation straight. Skincare. What kind of skincare regimen do you have? You want to look good? You want to feel fresh? You want to go to sleep and not have your face itching off? You want to go, get your hair done without having itching everywhere, burn, whatever. Get your skincare right. If your skin don't feel good and look good underneath, you're going to throw makeup on top of a hot mess. Why you want all them layers and layers of stuff all on something that ain't right? That's nasty. It's nasty. Don't even do it. The bacteria that can live on your face is just out of hand. And then you add brushes that people may or may not have cleaned when they beat your face, and you got all kinds of problems. Just don't do it. But anyway, back to how Mary Kay changed my life. Okay, personalities. Let's move on, because I could talk about Mary Kay all day and all night, and I still wouldn't have all the bases covered for how I respect and appreciate that MLM right there. God first, family second, career third. That's a major principle. One of the guiding principles. I think that's the main guiding principle. And the golden rule. Treat people like you want to be treated. In business, it could be cutthroat. We all doing the same thing. We all selling the same thing, but we will not be disrespectful to each other, okay? We just cannot keep trying to undercut each other. That's your sister. We help each other. We're not doing that, all for the love money type thing. We're not just going to cut her out so we can get those dollars. That's just not how we were. That's not how we were taught coming up in Mary Kay. God first, family second, career third. It's one of the principles that Mary Kay was founded on. But it's also one of the reasons you're able to recruit a certain type of personality, the S. There's a 4-part personality profile that we learned. DISC, DISC profile. Have you ever heard of it? You can Google it, and it's going to be a couple of variations of it, but the principle is the same. D, I, S, and C. Those are the 4 basic personality types, and I have learned this is true. Okay, there's another personality type quiz or lesson. There's Carl Jung's personality assessment. It's Jung, called Jung. But basically, that personality type is 16 different factors, and you are 4 of the 16. Like, there's 4 categories. You're this, and this. So I am INTJ. There's I versus E, which is whether you're introvert versus extrovert. And then the second one is whether you're intuitive versus sensory. And then the third group is whether you are thinking or judging. And then the fourth group is thinking, judging. Yeah. And then the fourth one is judging versus perceiving or something. But those are mostly, that personality assessment is one you would do to find out more about yourself and your own personal motivations and whether you should be involved with groups of people or not. The introvert, extrovert thing. That's more introspective personality assessment. So nobody on the outside can really put their finger on which 4 you are unless they studying you, but it's for you. So the first one, this profile, you can use that to assess what other people may be and how they respond to certain information, right? For instance, D, that's the dominant personality. That is your type A. That is your leader. You're literally dominant. They have, decisiveness. They have power. They have organization skills. Basically, they got all this stuff in check right here. They always moving like, we doing this, and that. They're very definitive. They're very they just kind of like the natural, They got it. They know it. You want to follow them. I personality is influential. Yeah, don't think of it like influencers, because most of them ain't who they really claim to be anyway. So, but that's neither here nor there. We're gonna talk about it. Be positive, Floyd. The I people, what are they? Influential. The influencers. Basically, they're the people who attract you with their excitement and their energy and their positivity, and you attract. The I person attracts people by being like a breath of fresh air. They're like a bright light. I love your energy. That's the I person. The S person is the stable person. They are the sincere person. They are the hardest to move. You're not really going to get them to go along with your program, whatever it is, unless you appeal to something that has to do with family or loyalty or belief, or they're deeply rooted in their, I'm gonna call it static. I'm gonna call it static, but I don't mean it in a disrespectful way. I mean it in the sense that once they find where they belong, they latch on. They consider you family. They consider, you to be someone that they need to invest in and protect. They stay there until a sufficient motivator comes along to make them say, this is no longer serving me, I gotta go. But those are people you want on your team, because again, they loyal, and they pretty much gonna stay put unless something bad happens or something great happens, and then they gotta go. Like, people that's been on the job for years, they love the job. They ain't never leaving the job because they love the job. The job might not be every single perfect thing they ever came up with in their minds. It's not giving them every single thing they might have ever wanted, but this job is good for me right now. I don't have no reason to rock that boat. That's your ass person. Very family oriented people. Just start thinking about, if you want to tell them about an opportunity, tell them how it's going to affect them and their family. C personality, compliant. And I don't mean compliant as in they just always going to listen and do what you tell them to do. I mean I's and T's, baby. Compliant as in, what does the rule say? What does the law say? What did the whole manual say when you signed on for this? I bet you I can tell you what's in it. That's a C person. I know all the very minute, very specific things about every single aspect of this, or I would not have touched it. I have to have all the information before I even make a choice to move my foot in that way. I'm just not doing it unless I got all the information. And I'm going to organize it so good. C person, compliant. They got all the answers. They got binders. They got itineraries. They got questions you probably didn't even think to ask. They got the information. That's the compliant person. You want them to organize all the things, because they ain't going to miss nothing. Okay? They not going to be so excited they forgot. They on it. That's your organizer. That's your manager. That's your assistant. That's your they got it. And they not playing around about it either. So don't be coming over here messing up my systems. Those are like, I'm gonna say OCDs. Nah, we ain't playing with them. They got it. From 19 what? Let me go look through my files and I'll be right back with you. They got it. Okay? That's the C. So how do you appeal to them? Well, you gotta appeal to them about, it's tough. It's real tough, because you gotta have enough C in you to even know how to talk to them. You see what I'm saying? All right. So you got your C personality with their color coordinated folders and things. People make fun of them. People call them difficult. People generally don't like working with them. However, they are so necessary. If you want a tight ship and you want somebody that you can delegate some stuff to, find you a C personality. But then you want to add a little bit of S in there, because they're gonna be loyal. If you get on a C personality's nerves, they will leave you. But if you got enough S in with their C, they're stable enough to understand that they need to stick with you and help you get better, they will do that for you based on that S component of that loyalty piece, right? But in general, a C ain't gonna be messing with you if you a mess. They ain't got time, they got to go. They ain't doing. Alright, so let's try to see how this can work in real life. So, for instance, the girl that was, fake recruiting me, even though it was tricks, and it ain't gonna work out for me. That girl messed up with me because I am all for. I'm DISNC. The excitement about the opportunity, yeah, the I am me got a little bit hype about how I could work that out and how I could make it, part of signature moves, and I could see all the things, and I was, woo, yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm hip, I'm hype, let's get it. But she didn't follow through with me. My D was offended. My dominant side was like, that ain't how you lead nobody, that ain't how you teach nobody, and it's offensive. I don't like it. So I'm not dealing with her. Then I went to her page on Facebook and I was like, first of all, she don't even have a website with the company. They give you a website. Why it ain't working? I went to her link, it didn't work. Why is it on your Facebook page if it don't work? I'm not dealing with her at all. The C in me was offended by that. So yeah, your girl is all of them. But I'm going to say this again. You have to be a little bit of all four to be an effective leader or teacher. Because, A, you got to be able to talk to the people in a way that they can understand you and accept you and receive you and do what you need them to do. And B, you got to know how to move that thing to a different frequency if they not vibing with you. You got to be able to move around and get them to where you need them to be if you trying to teach them or lead them anywhere. So you gotta have all four. You don't have to have high levels of all four. I almost went on a tangent about this show I watched, and I assessed all the ladies' personalities based on what I know about personalities, but I'm not gonna talk about them people anyway. So you gotta have a little bit of all four of the personality types if you want to be somebody's leader or teacher, in a business setting. So yeah, if you're not real sure about your ability to make quick decisions or stand firm on your choices and everything, if people gonna move you from one way to another, you probably not high D. And I don't know about your leadership ability. I'm gonna tell you, if a D comes along, they're gonna intimidate you, they're gonna make you cry, they're gonna make you, question yourself and whatever, and that's not gonna look good to all the other people that you're leading. So get your D up if you want to be somebody's leader. Be firm, be decisive, but I gotta say, it ain't about feelings. The D person understands that feelings have a place, and you know how to use your feelings when you're using your S. But yeah, you're not really gonna be led by that because business is about money. And right now, and my money, okay, D all day. I use your little influential parts to attract people. If you high D or high I, you're going to attract people anyway. They're going to just love your energy and want to be where you at because, wow, look at you. You are an amazing thing to behold, I got to tell you. S people, you're going to easily find them and you're going to easily attract them because once you know, put that thing out there that makes them want to be a part of what you're doing, they gonna stand firm on it. No, this is what we doing, period. Okay, don't be offensive, Floyd. Don't say the things you was thinking. Just get to the point. All right, so you know a lot of S's. You find them in a lot of churches. You're going to find them in a lot of schoolhouses, PTAs, and such like. But there's a lot of people in the PTA that's high D, and they just don't like how y'all running that thing, too. So, but you'll know the difference. D's and S's, yeah, you'll know the difference between the two. Then, again, with your C person, they taking notes. They can give you any answer you want. They got nice, neat, color coordinated, and they dress very, very professionally. They got, coordinated. You'll know them. And if you try to take them off course, they're going to be like, I am not moved by your efforts. What? No. They could be a little, up there, snooty. Because You peasants are so messy. It's funny. All right, so yeah, back to this not training, travel agent thing. So I found a company I think I want to get with. I'm probably gonna sign up today. I need to find out what kind of training they're gonna offer me and see how long it's gonna take me to get up to speed because I want to be able to do that. My people want to go some places. I need to go some places, and I'm ready to be on vacation every day of my life. Yeah, I need to go ahead and do that. So the signature movement is moving in that direction. I'm gonna put a pin in the whole signature suites thing because it's still good. It's just not enough people want it. But I don't really feel like I don't have my joy for being in the kitchen like I used to either. So, I'm gonna just hold off on that. All right, let me double back to these MLMs. So, I think the negative connotation comes when people look at it like there's somebody at the top who's benefiting from everything but not doing anything. Well, I don't know how to break it to you, but your whole federal government is pretty much, the politicians in charge of everything. They decide who gets what, and even though you go vote every single year or every single 2 years or every single 4 years for whatever you think you want, they tell you what they're gonna do, and you just go with it because they in charge. And when you on your good government job, yeah, you might get promoted, but you might not for 20 years. And, you might sit there in that same grade at that same level doing the same thing. And you can't make them give you nothing. No matter what you do, you cannot make them promote you. So please try not to tell me about how MLMs are bad for us. They bad for you, maybe, because you don't see the big picture. So here's the picture. There's someone at the top, absolutely. Mary Kay Ash and her family started this company. She died eventually, and her son started took over the company. Okay, fine. But there are so many levels from there down to the independent beauty consultant who signs their first agreement that advancement is a wonderful thing. Like, you don't just sign up and you keep what's that thing that everybody was in a few years ago? The Susu. You sign up with your $400 or whatever, then you got to get some other people, and then they're gonna give you 5,000 or something crazy. I'm making it up. It was a thing, but I'm exaggerating. But it ain't that. You sign your agreement. You come in as a beauty consultant. You can A, sell the product, and you can B, get yours half off. Who don't want half off? If you use the product anyway, why would you not want half off? So sign the agreement and get half off, right? Then ain't nobody saying you gotta recruit nobody. Ain't nobody saying you gotta sell it. You can just use it and get your discount. But if you do it, it's gotta be in a certain time period. You have to do something. It's a membership. If you don't renew your membership, you just ain't no more member of the Sam's Club or the Costco or anything else. So if you don't put in what you need to put in by a certain time, you out the club. Who don't understand that, and why is that a problem? Okay, you get your beauty agreement, you get your discount, and you keep ordering your products to keep getting your discount, or else you out the club. Fine. You want to advance? Recruit somebody so they can get a discount too. If you want to recruit somebody that's a hot shot and they go far, you still get a check off that hot shot. Thank you for being a hot shot. I get a residual because the company is grateful that I brought you in. What's wrong with that? I brought you in. I introduced you to a nice opportunity, and they got a new consultant. Yep, they gonna pay me for it. Ain't nothing wrong with that. If I want to advance further than that, guess what? I'm gonna recruit a certain amount of people, and I'm gonna go to the next level, and my commission check gonna be a little bit higher. And you know what? When I get to that point, I might go, you know what? I just want a free car. Who don't want a free car? Oh, cause it's a Malibu. You don't like it? Okay, well that's on you. But what's wrong with that? I recruit this many people. The company thanks me by giving me a commission check and a car. I might have to pay some insurance, like a piece of it. But I ain't gonna have to go to the car dealership and put down no down payment and pay nothing. Nothing. Once I win my car. Then, if I want to advance a little bit further, I can recruit a few more people and inspire the people I've already recruited to recruit some people. And we all get together and recruit some people that want 50% off their skincare that they was going to use anyway, or their makeup or whatever, so they can be beat when they go outside and, try the new lipstick or whatever, eye cream, cellulite cream, whatever it is they need they can go get theirs for 50% off, because ain't nothing wrong with that. And we all gonna get together, and my commission check gonna get a little bit bigger. I'm gonna have a free car, and then I'm gonna have a unit, because I'm gonna be a director, and I'm gonna wear a new suit with a special color to it, because that says I have moved up in Mary Kay to this level. Like when somebody wears a pin on their lapel, or if I got a 30-year plaque from the IRS for being there all the time. Why? What's wrong with that? Why I can't do that? Why is that shameful? Why is that bad? Okay, and if I want to get to the highest level possible in Mary Kay, I could be a national director, and I can have other directors under me, other leaders who are part of my, elite group of women or women and men who want to be, leaders. We can do that together, and we can have brunch at whatever place we want to have it at and talk about all kinds of wonderful things that we're doing in life, because we made a choice, and it turned out to be a good choice. And yeah, Mary Kay getting paid off all of it, but I'm still getting my 50% off my products. I still got my free car. I got a nice new suit I can wear. I can encourage people. I can get training. I can train people to do this business like I did and make changes in their life. And I'm gonna tell you, we talk about it. Me and my girlfriends talk about it all the time. These principles that Mary Kay helped us to, learn about business, about people. The training is not just how to sell makeup. The training is how to be the best you that you can be. The training is how to identify different personalities and people and use that in life to get what you need. The training is how to run a business. I don't care what nobody say. It is a business. You are in charge of your own business, just like any other, home-based business out here where they always say, work from home, be your own boss. It's the same thing. But they put MLM on it, and people who don't know just go, I don't want that. It's a pyramid scheme. It's not a scheme. You know how many Mary Kay ladies them put kids through school, private school, college? You know how many Mary Kay ladies have bought other cars? You get the free car, yeah, but maybe you want a BMW. Well, you got the money to do it because you signed up that agreement one time and said, I want to get my products 50% off. Now you're making real choices in your life based on what you want to do. Because Mary Kay, okay, I got a little carried away, but you get the point. MLMs ain't all bad. I did Scentsy. Okay, I'm going to go back and do Scentsy. Once I finish getting signature moves off the, rocky path that it's on, I'm going to have time. But Scentsy works for me because I, again, sign up to get my discount on my home fragrances. I like the warmers. They're all different characters and personalities and aesthetics. I can put them in my renovation projects. I can, give them to clients as gifts. I can just put them around my house because they cute and they warmers because they melt the wax and the wax smells great and you keep using them. And they got sprays, they got laundry stuff, they got a bunch of stuff. Why would I not want a discount on that? I use all that. I'm gonna sign up for Scentsy again so I can do that. Yep. I don't even think I know or cared what the commission structure was like in Scentsy because I just know I was getting a discount on my products. And if I order a certain amount, I think it's $200. If I order $200 worth of Scentsy, which is easy to go through in a couple of months, then I get this, they load my card up with, a payment. I get money back for ordering the stuff I'm going to use anyway. Why would I not want to do that? Yeah, it's somebody at the top of that company too, but I don't care about none of that. I care about what I'm getting. I don't think I ever recruited anybody in Scentsy, but I ain't got to. If I want to move up in the company and get a commission check, I do, but what's wrong with that? If that's what it takes to give me a check, why would I not want to do that? MLM, I ain't thinking about it. Maybe it's the D and the C in me. I got the specifics, the I's, the T's, the dollar signs all figured out. I need that. Yep. I ain't tripping. Y'all can have all the rest of that MLMs ain't for me stuff. I think y'all mad because you can't cut it in the MLM. You can't recruit nobody. You can't tell anybody what the benefits are for them and why they don't, why they can benefit too, because you don't have your disc profile understood and you don't even know who you are for real. I think that's part of it. If you were clear on your strengths, go take a quiz. I think they got a disc quiz out there. Go find out what your strengths are. Sometimes the S in you will attract other S's. and y'all could be a team. Nobody has to be the leader. Nobody has to want to be the leader. But the people who are leaders, they're very definitive about what they want, what they're going to do. They just going to do it. Y'all ain't got to like it. Stay away from them if you want to. But go find you a team of people who is like you and who has the same kind of value system that you have, and appeal to them along the lines of what appealed to you about the opportunity, and it won't be so hard to recruit them. But you gotta learn about these personalities first. You don't like MLMs because you can't recruit and you can't maintain a team. Work on yourself. Anyway, what else did I do? Just thinking about it now. I did some coffee stuff. I did some chocolate stuff. But it was always because, I like this. I want to sell it because I want to get my discount. Every single time. I ain't selling nothing if I ain't getting no discount. Or I'm going to get a commission check if I bring somebody else who love it too. But MLM does not mean I have to recruit somebody and I have to lose my soul in doing so. It means multi-level marketing. Multi-level means more commission checks. Okay? So, I think I said everything I was supposed to say today. But if you want to talk about any of the things, if you want to be you want to be down with any one of them companies, I can sign back up and we can go do it together. That's fine. But I need my Mary Kay discount. I ain't run out of my cleanser and my moisturizer lately, and I got all kinds of makeup, so I might have let that slip by accident because something else was going on. But it wasn't because I left, because I just didn't want to do it no more, or I don't believe in it anymore. Mary Kay is a lifestyle that I will continue until I die. Scentsy is a product I'm gonna keep buying until they stop making it. They got other warmers out there, they got other wax out there, but it's just something. There's something about Scentsy. They got this whole Disney line and these little stuffed animals for kids with the fragrance packs, and it is so. Just look at it and call me if you want to be down with Scentsy or Mary Kay. Let's go. Let's get it. I'm a recruiter, a leader, and all that. I got you. What you want to know? Ask me some questions. Toodles.